Okay. Hey, everyone. We're back with another mini mindful moment. I'm so happy to share this next one with you. It feels like there's some great momentum that we're creating with sharing these practices, at least as I'm creating them and getting some feedback from you. It's lovely. So I want to share the slides that I have for the introduction with you now. We are on mini mindful moment number 10. And today's mindfulness practice is about using the transition into summer to gain clarity and focus in the face of competing priorities. I am Karen Tax. I'm going to actually adjust my screen here so that I can see you all better. So I am Karen Tax. I'm a leadership coach who loves guiding people through mindfulness practices that build your leadership your leadership presence and capacity to see a clear path forward that works for everyone. And you can actually join me in person in this practice where I'll interact with you actually at the end of the practice for a debrief and Q&A if you'd like. And the link for that is in the LinkedIn live stream event description. And these parts of the discussion, the event, are not broadcast and they're not recorded. So that will be just between me and you. So all of our mini mindful moments are guided by a tool that I created called the IMX compass, which is based on the rhythms of the seasons and the days that we can all relate to. It's like this common ground that we all are a part of and can allow us to see things from similar perspectives. And I actually provided an introduction or experience of the compass in the very first mini mindful moment. So if you miss that, make sure you go back and experience that when you have a chance. There's a link to all of the mini mindful moments in the event description, including this first one. So this week, we move into the south of the compass and into the season of summer. And the summer solstice is this week, and it marks the peak of the sun's light and power in the northern hemisphere. So it's when we transition from the clarity and focus of spring. Spring is about vision, and summer is about abundance. It's where we balance the perspectives and needs of multiple stakeholders, all the people that are involved with whatever it is that you're doing, with that focus and clarity that we got in spring. So spring is where you learn how to stand clear in your value, the value that you're creating individually and collectively, and the priorities that are most important. I want to just mention here that mini mindful moment number 9 was about how to stand clear in this value. So if you need help with that piece of this, go back and watch mini mindful moment 9. So summer is where you use the collaborative energy of our connectedness in the heat of the summer to build strong and empathetic relationships where you're with your teams and your stakeholders. And summer is also where we are like a plant that, and I'm a gardener, a big time gardener. So I, have tomatoes like this. And it's where we become like a well-established plant with strong roots and strong limbs and leaves, and we're starting to flower and bear fruit. But summer can also seem really, really long. Like it can take the green fruit on my tomato plants a really, really long time to ripen. They don't actually have quite enough sun to ripen quickly. So it can become confusing. to keep track of what's really most important as you're waiting for things to ripen or come together. So at the beginning of summer, we can feel impatient to see what the fruits of our collective labor should be. It's like we know what we want it to look like, and it can take time. But here's the thing about anything that we do, whether it's work or the fruit in the garden, is that is not ready until it's actually had time to ripen. And that's what summer is all about. So today we are going to tap back into spring to clarify your vision and priorities and use the transitional power of the solstice to gain balanced focus as we create space for conflicting priorities. And we'll experience how to foster emotional connection and shared understanding with your team and stakeholders, tapping into I like to think of it and experience it as the heartfelt and inclusive energy of summer. I'll also guide you to harness the collective wisdom and expertise of your team, leveraging the collaborative spirit of the season to achieve shared goals. So by the end of this practice, you'll have a deeper understanding of how to apply the wisdom of summer solstice and the IMX compass to your leadership challenges, and a renewed sense of clarity and connection and confidence to lead your team forward. So let's begin today's mini mindful moment and stop the share. So go ahead and close your eyes if you'd like. And notice your breath, that natural in and out that can always bring you back to the center of yourself and into a healthy connection between you and the world around you. You can experience the natural exchange with life as you notice your breath. And as you notice your breath, also notice your body. And let's go ahead and do a just full scan from your head to your toes of your body. Head, shoulders, torso, arms, hands, the hands that do so much work. Hips, legs, feet that support you. And notice your breath as you are aware of the wholeness of your body. And notice how your breath delivers to your body aliveness to every nook and cranny of your body. Let yourself breathe in and breathe out and just soak in this aliveness as you become more and more aware with each breath of the life that is yours. And as you feel this aliveness, allow yourself to relax, feeling the energy of your body, how it's connected to the world around you. And specifically, let's let it connect with the earth and have your energy drop down into the earth so you are connected and grounded to the planet. Feet and energy firmly planted in the ground. As we ground in this way, we are preparing ourselves for this mindfulness experience that also is applied and intending to create practical results. So as you notice the connection between you and the earth, remember that you are always held in this. You can never not be a part of life. You belong inherently, and you are loved, deeply loved. So in this moment, you are safe. You can feel and be safe as you can. Make sure you're not walking off a cliff as you do this. We need to be sensible about this too. Let yourself feel that safety. So today is specifically today, and this you can experience this any day, but specifically today, June 17th, 2024. It's a powerful time of transition from spring into summer. With the solstice this week, it's on the 20th. And like all transitions, it's been in the works for a while. And each transition is an opportunity to begin anew. So let's tap back into the big energy of spring. That's that, the little plant comes out of the ground and it's like ready to live. It's that energy of spring inside of you, where a clear sense of your value and priorities come from. It's who I am. This is the gifts I have to bring. This is what's most important now. That's that sense of value and priorities. And we are diving deeper in this moment into the sense of aliveness and grounding that we just did, that is uniquely you. You're connected to all of this life, but there's no one like you. At the same time, there is space for others too. So it's you and everyone else, your family, who you're working with. I want to bring some of those people to mind now. Just let yourself think of them. Here you can more clearly see and experience what deeply matters to you and to others. If you can feel the spaciousness that can be here. But it's the kind of spaciousness that allows you to be with what matters to different people without a battle to the death being required with whatever challenges you're facing. It can feel like you're in this grip of a battle. It's not required. In this present moment, you can experience how what's deeply personal, but deeply matters to you, is also universal. So I kind of just went there and got jammed up. Like, what's important? Family, shelter, food, rest, right? What deeply matters, and whatever else is there for you. Where there's also space and breathing room for diverse points of view. Very personally you and spacious. So that you can focus on the right work that will create value. It's this interesting coming into the unique, going into the diversity of points of view, and then focusing on the right work. So we're not creating, as we do navigate in this way, we're not creating waste, and confusion by trying to please everyone or be the hero. Like, notice how, as you get into that dynamic, if you think about, oh, this point of view, but I have to make that person happy, or no, I have to rescue, be the hero of this, or whatever. All of that creates so much confusion. So instead, take a breath in this moment, feel your unique perspective and the diversity and the right work, and allow yourself to just cut through the noise into the flow of everyone's integrity, everyone's best, everyone's uniqueness, moving you as a team, as a family, whomever, toward your goals. It's so simple, simple, not easy. So, this dynamic of clarity of focus and breath, this creates a continually aligning energy of spring that begins anew each and every day. Spring is also the same energy as the beginning of the day. So we can feel the abundance of summer or the fullness of a day, where the unique talents of everyone you're working with can expand, focused on those goals, but expand into vitalized collaboration, focused on the right work getting done. So let yourself breathe and feel the spaciousness of this kind of possibility, this kind of reality that's happening more and more often all the time. And imagine people are not trying to get everything done, working so hard, but instead they're working hard on top priority work, the tasks and projects that are the most valuable, that will have the most impact. You've created space to get clear about that in this moment. Let yourself just feel whatever clarity is beginning to bubble. We're going to keep going into it, so hold tight. I can feel that there's impatience here to get to it, right? So just like with that summer thing, you just got to let things ripen like those tomatoes. So let yourself breathe and feel the exchange you're naturally in with life. Go back to the noticing your in breath and your out breath. You're not this solitary little machine all on your own. You're connected with your breath, like all life on this planet. And now we can begin to feel this expansive energy of summer, filling you with confidence and purpose. So I want you to go ahead and in the fullness of this summer energy, bring to mind a current leadership challenge you're facing. And then ask yourself, okay, one thing, not a whole bunch of things, just one thing. What is truly most important in this situation? You know what it is. So allow the answers to arise naturally, trusting the wisdom of spring to provide clarity of direction and priority to guide you. What's most important now? I'm thinking of my own business right now. Now imagine the expansive and inclusive energy of summer radiating within and around you. There's always enough here, always more life force energy. We've we're not in the land of scarce resources anymore here. There's always more. And feel this summer, abundant summer energy opening your heart to the needs and perspectives of your stakeholders, of your team members, family, whomever it is. Let yourself just connect with these people. Who is important here? Bring these people to mind, the key people involved in the challenge you're facing. And in your mind, extend to them, all of them, the heartfelt warmth and emotional connection of the summer season. Let yourself feel empathy with them. So let yourself feel the spaciousness of life, like the planet Earth herself, that can hold each of us with our different expectations and perspectives. I know there's a lot of turmoil in the world. And when you look at everything that's working well, it's quite extraordinary. And we can do more of that. So in this moment, we are coming from an abundance of life where each of our uniqueness is already connected and part of a whole that's already flowing together. This life is moving, life is happening, like the turning of the seasons and the days. So let yourself simply feel the aliveness of this flow of life now. It's moving without your heroic effort already. You might notice birds outside your window. I'm hearing them now. So instead of being caught up in a struggle about who's right and who's wrong, like that battle that we can so easily get hooked into, instead, as you're thinking about this leadership challenge, and you're engaging with these precious people, you're simply in a curious dialogue about what matters most to each of you. So, where you used to experience conflicting expectations, or that the battle, the struggle, the power struggle that you could get into, let yourself instead see and feel diverse talents and perspectives, broad, moving with shared understanding toward your goals and values. It's broad, moving toward a focus. What does that feel like in you? And let yourself feel it and let that feeling integrate in your body. Let it land. And let yourself imagine and a sense of trust and unexpected synergy and creativity to guide you. this is a little spring thing here where you launch into something and you don't know how it's going to come together. Exactly. You know what you want, but you don't know exactly how it's coming together. That can emerge. This trusted synergy and creativity just is a part of life. It's part of the flow of life and can emerge when everyone feels valued and connected. It's just life moving. But everyone needs to feel valued and connected. It's key. So, in this moment, let yourself relax into you feeling valued and connected. Relax into you feeling valued and connected. And know that as you do this, you're also making space for the wisdom of others on your team. Ah, it can be simple. So, with shared wisdom, with this space for everyone's wisdom to emerge, you will see the information that you need to make better decisions. Indeed. With space for everyone's wisdom to shine, as you feel that right now in this moment, ask yourself again what is truly most important in this leadership challenge that you are facing. So go ahead and take a few breaths now and know that any conflict that you feel like you are facing, something that's at odds, can transform into learning and creativity that powerfully aligns toward your most important work. So, as we come to an end, go ahead and open your eyes if you've had them closed. My invitation for you coming out of this is to remember that not everything is equally important. So, and as you practice beginning anew every day so that you could ask yourself, I do this every morning when I wake up, what is most important today? I have all my plans, I have all my, strategy stuff laid out, but today, what is most important? And trust yourself and others to discern together what truly matters. Okay. So exciting. Oh, and actually, I keep forgetting to do this. If you want to know how to navigate these territories um, more clearly, get extra support with navigating these kinds of where I took you today. Check out my Define Your True Self course. I'll pop a link into the description. And thank you so much for watching this and being a part of this new way of working together where it's where we're connected to the rhythms of nature and each other, and we're all on the same side in what we're doing. Okay, thank you so much.